each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind. If you are hearing this, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of atoms spread throughout the planet. We are going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines, we are human beings. Join the Atom Effect. Join the movement. This is the Atom Effect. Achieve things out of mind.
Don't never let anybody take your belief in yourself away from you because they hurting inside. Don't you never let nobody do that. Always believe in who you are in the darkest moments, man. In the darkest moments, when you at that pain, when you at the bottom, know that you're gonna get back up. But you gotta believe it.
It took me 10 years to learn this, but I will teach it to you in 1 minute. 1, life waits for nobody. Get up every day and keep pushing through no matter what. 2, make sure you take good care of yourself. If something happens to you, the world will move on and you will fall behind. 3, if you don't work to build your dream life, someone will hire you to build theirs. 4, work in silence. Celebrate in private. People love to ruin things. 5, don't regret your past. Just learn from it and move on. 6, no one cares. Work harder to become better each day. 7, ignore advice from anyone who doesn't live the life you want to live. 8, rule over your emotions. A calm mind can handle any situation. 9, if you find someone better than you, don't hate. Ask them for advice and cooperate with them. 10, you're truly at peace with yourself when you mind your own business.
Hey man, say man, shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance, you are the core. Shout out to the Atoms, shout out to the Eves. This is the Blac Pill podcast. We in the building, man. My bad, I had to fix my computer. For those of you who remember last night, I was telling y'all my computer tweaked out, but it's all good. We in the building, and we got a good show for you guys today. Today we're discussing Kehlani explaining why she respectfully separated herself from Chrisean Rock after their gym session. Ninja. So we're gonna look into that. We got a couple other things. We're gonna probably be in here short because I did come in late again. Like I said, computer issues. Y'all bear with me, but we in here, man. Y'all answer the poll in the chat, and the question is: did Kehlani unfollow Chrisean because she didn't want to be a part of the circus? Vote, chat. Vote. Yep, Kehlani is not a clown. Oh, the two answer choices are Kehlani is not a clown or no, she read Chrisean wrong. Let me pull myself up. Where we at? What up, everybody? I made it. I made it. I'm in here, man. Feels good to be alive. You feel me? Does that make sense? Shout out to everybody that's deceased. Shout out to everybody that's deceased. We do this for you guys. Shout out to you all. For real, for real. No bullshit. Anyways, before we get started, what I was gonna say, viewer discretion is advised, people. Like I said, we do dark humor here. We pop shit, talk shit, just like everybody else on the internet, so don't get mad at us. Shout out to the core. You know what it is. Gang. 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 Now, shout out to all the gangbangers, drug dealers, and all those people. I just made all that up. So all them gang signs that y'all see me throw up and all that, I made that up, okay?
You need to leave.
But nah, in all seriousness, yeah, man, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. My bad at the stream lag. Y'all know what it is. I'm balling on the budget, man. You know, donations in the description box. Donate right here. Support us on Ko-Fi. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see yourselves this time around. So let me put the chat. I'm actually gonna start putting the chat up. I'll do it next time. I'm gonna start putting the chat up so you guys can see yourself talking, so that way you don't think I'm just talking to the abyss when I be like, oh, shout out to this person and that person. But yeah, man, let's get started with today's show. Y'all know what it is, man. Hit the like button. All right, let's see what we got popping off on the net. First things first, let me see. What the hell? Let's go to an Adam experience, people. And you guys tell us how you feel about whatever happened between Chris Breezy. Well, not Chris Breezy. What do we call her? Chrisean Malone. Between CM and Kehlani. I don't know how to pronounce Kehlani's name. I don't know too much about Kehlani. I'm gonna be real. I know of her face. Y'all know me. I like Spanish girls too, but I'm into the chocolate women. Shout out to the chocolate women. You feel me? So, I think I know that one song she had, but I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on it. The song After Hours, I think that's the one. Yeah, don't quote me on it. Anyways, like I said, this is part of the show, people. First things first, we have Law and Order with Black Adam. Let's get it. So we have, what the hell? Shout out to the illegal immigrants of America. We got 8 employees from the DMV were arrested, and this is the Florida DMV. They were arrested for selling driver's licenses to more than 1,000 illegal migrants without making them go through testing, training, or vetting in what authorities are calling a major driver's license fraud scheme. Ninja. It's crazy because I got hit by an illegal one time, and I'm not saying that just because I'm talking about them, right? I'm saying that like that actually happened, and this ninja took off on me, bro. That ninja ran. Can you imagine? I was just like, damn. And this a while back. This probably like 6 months ago. They accepted cash payments to bypass the mandatory requirements such as written tests, skills tests, and proof of residency or legal presence. The more than 1,000 non-domiciled CDLs were allegedly sold from a single DMV office in Florida. Ninja, y'all ninjas is giving CDLs to these people. Ninja. Now, when people die from these accidents, like I said, their blood is on your hands. Their blood is on your head. Here we go.
8 employees for the DMV were arrested for selling driver's license to more than 1,000 illegal migrants without making them go through testing, training, or vetting in what authorities are calling a major driver's license fraud scheme. They accepted cash payments to bypass the mandatory requirements such as written tests, skills tests, and proof of residency or legal presence. The more than 1,000 non-domiciled CDLs were allegedly sold from a single DMV office in Florida. A non-domiciled CDL is a commercial driver's license issued by a state to individuals not domiciled in that state, meaning people who do not have their primary legal residence or permanent home in the state. So illegal migrants who don't even live in the state of Florida were being issued CDLs without having to go through any required testing.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Yeah, bro, nothing ceases to surprise me anymore. We're living in a flashpoint paradox, people, and I've been saying this, so you can quote me on that. For those of you who don't know, the flashpoint paradox is the idea that Flash went back in time to stop his mom from passing away, and by doing so, he forever changed the future. But he didn't only change his future, he changed every single version of a future. And that's what happened. I think after COVID, everybody lost their mind, and now all these things are happening. Now I'm here to tell you this has been going on only because of social media and cameras. We can see it now. Let's continue. We have Japan is offering, like I said, flashpoint paradox, people. Listen to this. We got Japan is offering black men $75,000 for a baby. Ninja. Ninja. All right, now the question is, and I hate to be a ninja, shout out to my ninjas everywhere. Hey,
My nigga.
if you a ninja in the chat, right? If you a ninja in the chat, bro, put a 1 in the chat, bro. Now, my question is, and I'm going to say it because everybody else is scared to say it because of the stigma that's around black people, but I'm going to say it. Do I have to stay there and watch the baby?
You need to leave.
Yes, sir. That's my only question. My only question is, can I give the baby and not be there? Now, I hate to sound like that ninja, like I don't want to take care of my child, but ninja, I want some coins, ninja. What we talking about? Let's see what the comments say. They say, where do I sign up? And before we go any further, will they be able to put me up on child support. Hey, man, for real, would they give us child support? Because I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Let me see what else they said. This is fake news. I just looked it up. They try to ruin it for us. Let me see. Hold up. My bad, y'all. 1 second. Let me see. Y'all know why, right? So y'all better not. Let me see. Hopefully this is not fake news. We're going to look up the validity of this. And that's why I tell you guys, question everything. Question everything until you have to question yourself. And at that point in time, you got to do some course correction. All right, so we got Jay-Z sharing how, motivation from Jay-Z. We got Jay-Z sharing how exploring his father's trauma gave him the clarity to forgive his absence. Shout out to all the gentlemen and Adam. Shout out to all the Adams who don't have their dad in their life. I can't necessarily speak for you. I'm speaking for myself. Shout out to Papa Blac. I had my dad in my life. And I'm not saying that to throw shade. I'm saying that like I can't really speak for you. I didn't necessarily have my mother in my life. I had my stepmother, who I consider my mother. So I mean, shout out to my stepmama. But with that being said, let's see what Jay-Z had to say. Here we go. And this is an old excerpt, of course, or an old piece of camera footage. Let's get it.
Things don't happen to you, they happen for you. That's life. Everything is life. It happens for you. You can't control the future. You can't control what others do. Someone can run a red light and that's the end of everything. You only can
soak up this game, people. Soak up this game.
Control what you can control. So things don't happen to you, they happen for you. And I had a similar situation with my pop not being around as well. What cracked the code for me was like, what was he going through? When I looked at it from his position, like my dad wasn't around and all these things happened. And then when I took a further look, his younger brother got killed. So he spent all his nights like looking for and the cops didn't do anything. So the killer's like roaming the neighborhood. So he's going out in the middle of the night and he's looking for the guy who killed his little brother, right? But he has a family. So my mom is looking at him like, what you want? But she don't have the language or the tools to tell him, man, we love you. We don't want nothing to happen to you. We need you, right? So how it comes.
Hold up. I got to check something real quick just to make sure we good. 1 second, y'all. Well, I'm going to let him finish what he was saying. Hold on. Let me let him finish what he's saying.
Out to her is, where the hell you going? You got kids here. And how it sounds to him is, you want me to choose between you and my baby brother,
you don't give a shit
who
about
I was
my baby
supposed to
brother.
protect, right? Now there's the fracture, among other things. You know, there's relationship, and there's their relationship, not ours. Not ours as children, that's their relationship. So there's the fracture in that relationship, and then life on top of that. Get a job. The guy at the office is cursing him out, making him feel less than a man, but he got to take it because he need the $12.50 an hour. $12.50 an hour. He need the $6.50 an hour at that time.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So life beating him down. So he comes home, he's defeated. He don't, he's supposed to pick you up on Saturday. He's exhausted. We don't factor those things in.
You don't look at things through those lenses. Was that somebody else that helped you get to that? Is that therapy? Is that?
Yeah, man. Hey, man, shout out to the parents of America, because it's not easy raising these kids today, boy. I'm here to tell you. What I will also say is, yeah, it's tough being a parent. I ain't got no kids, though. Shout out to all the people my age with no kids. I ain't got no kids, right? I would like kids, but I can't really afford to have any right now, and I have things I'm trying to do. I realize kids are in my future. But in my later future, right? So with that being said, shout out to the parents. Parents, I know it's hard, especially now, because you got to work so much just to make the bills. Then you got to leave the kids by themselves. I know how it goes, okay? You don't got to tell me. You got to leave the kids by themselves. Tell them if they fight, you're going to have to whoop them with the belt and all that, so that way they don't turn around and fight with each other when you're gone. And they still going to fight. I hope you know that. They're still going to fight, and you just got to pray they have the discernment to not break anything. And if you need to call me, call the office number. And then you got to pray that they don't call the office number asking you if they could eat your ice cream, even though you told them they can't eat the ice cream. And they still want to ask you the same question. And then you sitting there like, what the hell, bro? Like, I just told you can't have my ice cream. You still trying to have my ice cream. Just take the ice cream and behave properly. And they like, thank you, Mom. Thank you, Dad. You feel me? I know. I was a kid, so I know. I get it, bro. But yeah, bro, bro. like I said, y'all got to give yourselves some grace. And sometimes when it gets hard, bro, this is what you do. Look, I'm not a motivational coach, but I can change your whole mindset. Sometimes you got to just take your hand, pat yourself on the back and tell yourself, good job. Do it right now. I'm telling you. Watch, shit's crazy. Do it. Do it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's continue, man, because I can't be on Jay-Z too much. But shout out to Jay and Kevin Hart. Let's get it.
A group?
Definitely a lot of therapy. We've been taught everything. I've been taught everything but emotional intelligence.
Wow.
That's not what you're taught as a young man growing up in the projects. You're taught to survive. Things don't happen.
Word. I learned my emotional intelligence trying to be well, I won't say a gangbanger, trying to be a thug in these streets. And I learned that all these people in the streets don't have any emotional intelligence, and they weren't taught conflict resolution skills. And that's why they act the way they do. And once you come to that conclusion, the main conclusion I came to is some people can't be reasoned with. After that, that's when my emotional intelligence went through the roof. You feel me? My EQ was like, okay, now my EQ's on 10. So when I realize it's somebody that can't be reasoned with, yeah, I don't even waste my time, bro. I'm here to tell you. I'm not finna sit there and try and discuss with you. If you got a problem, all right, so how we finna solve this problem? That's how I move. That's just me, though. Y'all answer that poll in the chat. We got Lauren La Rosa. Shout out to Miss Lauren. Ooh. Shout out to Miss Lauren. We got Lauren discussing Diddy not being found or being found not guilty on 3 of the 5 counts in the federal criminal trial. And supposedly they're trying to expedite the process. We discussed this already and we told you we was going to give you guys an update. So basically they're trying to expedite the process of which he's going to get sentenced. So he was supposed to be sentenced or as far as we know, he's supposed to be sentenced on October 13th or October 11th, if I'm not mistaken. His legal team is trying to find a way to have that happen faster, so that way he could be home faster, or maybe even then let him serve his time at home under probation. Here we go.
Diddy was found not guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking charges and found guilty of the prostitution charges. Mm-hmm. After that happens, of course, people were like, well, will he have to go to jail? What happened? So sentencing will happen. Today, they're having a conversation in court about when his sentencing will actually be. It's supposed to be October 3rd, but Diddy's team is asking for it to be expedited. Today, we'll find out when he'll be sentenced and how soon that'll be. And that leans on the probation office. Like, they have to put together like a sentencing report. Mm-hmm. And then however long that takes, we'll know when that date is going to be. His attorney, Mark Agnifilio, spoke to AP News, and he told AP News that when Diddy went back into jail, he got like a standing ovation from the other prisoners because he beat the federal government, and they said that they've never seen people be able to beat the government that way. The prosecutors, they were talking about up to 20 years, but of course Diddy's team is like, that's ridiculous. So
that's what the charge carries. But he's a first time, which sounds crazy to say, but he's a first time non-violent offender. Correct.
So they're saying at least a minimum of 4 years based on the sentencing guidelines. And, because whenever you talk about sentencing or charges, they have like a maximum and a minimum.
By the way, 4 is a long time for a 55-year-old man who's used to living the high life the way Diddy has.
Yeah, it's crazy, though. I wonder if they'll give him time served, right? As far as I know, he should get time served. And like I said, we don't defend abusers or whatever on the Blac Pill podcast. You feel me? But based off the nature of the case, the way I feel, I told y'all the feds didn't do their job properly, bro. I told y'all the case was biased. On top of that, the feds had the case biased in their favor and still didn't do their job and didn't convince the jury. Let that man go, bro. Secondly, what I was gonna say? So it would make sense that he get time served. So he's been in there since 2024, I believe. So maybe a year, he'll get a year time served. I thought it was 15 to 24 months, or was it 57 months? I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure the minimum was it wasn't 4 years. I'm guessing they're adding up all the charges together. So the 2 charges combined for each person, which is what he got charged for. I'm guessing that's what it is, because as far as I know, it was 15 to 24 months, but here we go.
Okay.
Remember, OJ went to jail not for the crime. Mm-hmm. He went to jail for stealing his memorabilia back, and he got 20 years for it.
Well,
what are we talking about?
Envy.
What the hell? Oh my God.
Bro, did y'all hear that, bro?
Yeah.
Sometimes Charlamagne, hey, shout out to Charlamagne and Envy. Sometimes they just be off the wall, bro. What? This ninja just said he got 20 years for stealing his stuff back. What?
I remember because what I'm saying is, even though Diddy didn't get charged for the major crime, they can still plan him for it.
What OJ's crime, the stealing was a whole separate thing from.
Right, but he shouldn't have got 20 years for stealing, because most people who steal probably would have got a year for that. But he got 20 years because they wanted to stick it to OJ. So maybe they could possibly stick it to Diddy, even though
he might like getting stuck.
Oh.
But what the hell, boy?
Shout out to the Alphabet Brigade. Shout out to the Alphabet boys and girls, the LGBTQIA+. We see you on the Blac Pill. The Corps sees you, but yeah. Yeah, let's continue.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
What was he still back? Like his tapes and
booty.
Like what was he?
Yo. What the fuck, bro? Excuse me. Y'all answer the poll. Here we go.
The jokes ain't never stopping. I'm letting y'all know that right now.
Yo.
When Diddy comes out, what happens next?
Yeah. That's what a lot of people have been asking.
Bro, what do you mean? That ninja's finna get back into producing beats, right? Follow me, guys. This ninja, look, when this ninja come out, bro, I'm calling it now, bro. And I hate the fact that my stream lagging. Like I said, they watching the stream. Shout out to my FBI, CIA agent. If my stream is lagging, I appreciate you because you're doing your job. But listen, guys, when Diddy comes out, first off, I'm here to tell you, that ninja going back to freaking off, ninja. Okay? Yep. All right. Y'all heard me? That's what that ninja finna be doing. That ninja finna be doing that and this. Do you hear that? Now, of course, it's a woman that you're hearing right now, but it's going to be probably, you know, shout out to the Alphabet people. It's going to be something like that. That's happening for sure. Secondly, when it comes to making money, that ninja going back to making beats. He going to make beats for people on the low. He going to make money producing people's songs. And like I said, he can make money still producing people's songs because he's talented at doing that. They just put him on the exec, you know, they're not going to say, oh, you know, Diddy made this beat. They'll just put him, you know, they'll credit him. You know how they do in the movies where they credit you in the background? They just going to credit him in the background, give him his bread. Past that, people don't know. You can invest into like, I shouldn't even share this information. So basically all he has to do is take his money and go buy a bunch of people's rights to their music. When you buy a bunch of people's rights to your music, like you buy their royalties and shit, he don't really have to do much but invest, I'm saying $1 billion. He can invest $1 billion and own half the music industry. Maybe not $1 billion, I'm exaggerating, but I'm saying he can invest into buying a whole bunch of people's publishing and shit and just never say anything out loud. And then, you know, you feel me, he's just always gonna have money. So don't think this ninja not gonna be making money. The ninja made $1 billion already. The ninja gonna continue to make money. He might open his own liquor. People are still gonna buy it because he has loyal supporters. So I mean, it is what it is. Here we go.
Like,
does he do music? Does he sign the Black Effect and do a book? Does he do a podcast?
Yeah,
he's doing everything, exactly. Bro.
Because we days later,
bro, people are gonna pay him money to be sitting down on a podcast to describe what went on while he was in the pen, bro. I'm telling you, this ninja about to make $100 million when he come back out, bro. When he come back out, he's making $100 million. Out the gate, bro. Here we go.
So will he be his first?
Here's the thing. I fear people aren't going to learn a damn thing from this Diddy situation. Like all the conversations I'm having.
No, we learned. It's gonna change history. It's gonna change the way like mutually beneficial relationships work. So like sugar daddy, sugar mama relationships is gonna change the way it works, because now ninjas is scared to go get with a woman. And you try and get, and then I'm saying vice versa with the Alphabet community. Y'all know y'all do what y'all do, right? So a ninja gonna be scared to pull up and fly a girl out or fly a ninja out because you fly a girl out. Now you're engaging in prostitution. That's what they did. So they ruined the game for everybody. And that's just how the game go, but they ruined it for everybody. So let's continue.
It sounds so ass backwards. Like you can blame the system.
Right.
We can say the feds overcharged him. We can say he was railroaded. We can say it was a shakedown.
Crazy. Shakedown.
That's what they're saying. I mean, this is the language that they're using. This is the language.
Man, these ninjas is gay, boy.
Oh my God, no way.
Why are these ninjas so homosexual, man? Come on.
That they're using. They're saying railroaded. They're saying it was a shakedown. But at what point are we going to have conversations about how he gave this system something to shake? Where's the conversations about accountability? Where's the conversations about discipline? Diddy made all this money, gave all these opportunities to people, created all these jobs, and it all burned down because of poor habits and lack of discipline.
Hey, and gentlemen, shout out to the Adams and shout out to the Eves as well. Gentlemen, be careful what you do today because you don't know who you're going to be tomorrow. Main thing. Second thing, and like I said, even if my stream lag, y'all still soak up this game because the information is still privy to you, right? You don't know who you're going to be tomorrow. I don't care what you tell me. Oh, you know, I make this much in my job. Ninja, you can go buy you a lottery ticket today. Tomorrow, win the lottery for $100 million. Let the government take their taxes. Say, show me the money, right? And you're in a whole different tax bracket. You don't know who you're going to be tomorrow. So be mindful what you do today. Secondly, yeah, brothers, pull up to the front of the club, please. Form a circle, Ninja. So look, bro, y'all got to learn to hold y'all nuts, bro. Ninja, it's girls that be trying to talk to me, bro, and I'm not all that. I'm not the best looking ninja, but I'm saying I hold my nuts now. And the reason why I hold my nuts is because, bro, I be damned if a ninja sit in prison about something that may or may not have happened, Ninja. I'll be damned for Ninja trying to use my sexual adventures against me, my Ninja. That's just how I'm feeling, and that's why I try and tell y'all to have the same sentiment, bro. So, yeah, y'all got to learn to hold y'all nuts, bro. At the end of the day, no matter what the situation is, when it comes to you and a woman, like I said, shout out to the alphabet community. Y'all got your own battles to deal with. But when I'm saying like a heterosexual male, or as they call them nowadays, because we got these new terminologies and shit, a cisgendered man, right? Cisgendered, I think it's cisgendered. But yeah, as a cisgendered man, heterosexual man, gentlemen, you have to be mindful what you do with these girls, because no matter what, that woman could pull a knife on you, Ninja. That woman can pull a knife on you, Ninja, and they still gonna blame you. Did y'all hear what I just said, bro? Did y'all hear what I just said? And I love the ladies. Shout out to the Eves. Ladies, are you in here?
Hello.
Shout out to the ladies. Y'all know how I feel about the ladies, boy. I ain't down bad, but y'all know how I feel about the ladies. But yeah, I'm saying, so Ninja, shout out to Godbody. Godbody said, my channel is the worst. Don't quit your day job. Well, I'm here to tell you I work for myself, brother. I appreciate your sentiment, but don't come on my channel hating, because you got to remember this, Godbody. You watching me. Shout out to the worst channel here. You watching me. Ninja think I'm supposed to be mad. Ninjas think I'm supposed to be mad because Ninja watching me telling me my channel's the worst. Ninja, we balling by ourselves. Ninja, don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself. Anyways, I'm going to go back to what I was saying. Ninja try to ruin my day because he can't get no kitty cat out here. You mad at me because you can't get no kitty cat. So you sit here watching me. Imagine, I'm assuming you're a guy. Imagine being a grown man, right? I'm a grown man, or I like to consider myself as such. Imagine being a man watching another man worried about what another man does. For whatever the case may have you, whatever reason. I've never been that type of dude. So you never see me worried about what another man is doing when he trying to make it in this world. Now, I ain't trying to make you feel bad, but I'm here to tell you, if you don't like my show, please leave.
You need to leave.
Why are you here? I'm always confused. If you don't like something, why are you here? Leave. The fuck? Anyways, back to what I was saying. Gentlemen, it's like I said. A woman can pull a knife on you, Ninja. A woman can pull a knife on you. And when a woman pull a knife on you, guess what? They still gonna blame you. Do you understand me? Are y'all hearing me? Shout out to Godbody. Godbody, I'm gonna help you out. Hold on. Let me help you out. Godbody just got put in timeout for 24 hours. Don't come back to my page if you don't like my page. And shout out to everybody that watch my page that don't like me. Guess what? If you don't like me, please block my page. What? Like, what? Bro, if you don't like me, look, shout out to everybody. Look, on the Blac Pill, you're entitled to your own opinion. You feel me? If you don't like me, bro, do not watch me. It makes me uncomfortable. You feel me? I gotta be on my black shit today. So I'm gonna use racism, right? It wouldn't make me like think about it, right? Follow me for a second, right? So I gotta uplift for a little bit. So if a person, right, you know, they got racist people out here in these streets. If a racist person was watching me, right, and they don't like me, it don't make me comfortable that you're watching me. If you don't like me, it made me think you want to do something to me. So I'm here to tell you, if you don't like me, please don't watch me. Please don't watch me. You won't have the same sentiment or the same energy in real life. But at the same time, it's like I said, if you don't like me, that's fine. I don't like you either. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to be like, why don't you like me and all this shit. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. Mind your business on that side of the internet. I'm going to mind my business on this side of the internet. I'm going to do what I do, regardless of how you feel. But like I said, as a man, I'm saying men to men, because men, this is why I say a lot of y'all ninjas get y'all panties in a wad. A lot of you men act like bitches now. I have to say it like this because the shit is annoying. So, and I'm saying young men, old men, all men. Men, if you don't like what another man is doing, why are you telling me, right? Follow me. Why are you telling me about your emotions? It's not that I don't think you're entitled to an opinion. My real question is, why am I supposed to care about how you feel about me emotionally? Can you explain that? Can somebody explain that for me? Why are you telling me about how you feel about me emotionally? I'm not sexually attracted to you. I don't want to sleep with you. You're not putting money on you're not putting food on my table. You're not putting money in my pocket. Why are you telling me about your emotions about me? Why? Keep it to yourself. I'm saying, like, we can say whatever we want here, but keep it to yourself. I don't want to hear that shit. Why would you think I care? And it's not that, like I said, I mean, I care, but like, I'm saying, like, why would you think that's supposed to, like, what am I supposed to do? You say, hey, I don't like you. Okay? Like,
But what the hell, boy?
what the fuck? What am I supposed to do about that? Sorry? Man, fuck off. Fuck off, bro.
You need to leave.
Anyways, back to what I was saying. Yeah. So anyways, gentlemen, like I said, you don't know who you're going to be tomorrow. Be careful what you do today. You could be a millionaire tomorrow. Like I said, in the case of Diddy, whatever happened with Diddy was a learning example for all of us. At the same time, the main thing people are going to learn is, you can't really fly a girl out no more. If you fly a girl out, a girl might turn around and call the police on you and say that you was basically prostituting her. You feel me? And I hate to say it like that, but you feel me?
You need to leave.
God body got put in timeout, man. It's like I said, bro. One thing y'all got to stop doing, bro. Hold on 1 second. Oh, shit. Yeah, bro. One thing y'all gotta stop doing. If you don't like somebody, bro, that's okay. The way I'm feeling, I'm just like, bro, why do you think they're supposed to care? That's the one thing I need to figure out. Why do y'all think when you don't like somebody, they supposed to care about you not liking them, bro? That's like me pulling up to shout out to my Latino brothers. My Latino brothers, y'all gotta get this work. So look, there are Latino men right now, right? There are white men right now that don't like me because they think my dick is big. Can you imagine? They think my dick is big, right?
You need to leave.
Now I'm here to tell you my dick is not small. But besides the point, I digress from that conversation. There are men around here that don't like me because I'm big and black, right? No pun intended. My dick is big, whatever, right? They don't like me because of their insecurities, thinking that the woman that they're with are probably fantasizing about me. In my head, I've had to contemplate this. So I sit there and think. And I think to myself, and I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck does that have to do with me? I have to say it like that because it's like, why am I supposed to care that you don't like me? Then you want me to fake the funk with you. If you don't like me, bitch, go kick rocks with no shoes on. Okay? Kick rocks with no shoes on. You don't like me, please don't watch my page. And this is just for everybody watching. Shout out to everybody. I love all of you. You feel me? But at the same time, I was never raised to be a bitch. So if you don't like me, I don't like you either. Bitch, stay on your side of the fence. I'm going to stay on my side of the fence before I really get mad and start cussing you out. And y'all know I got away with words. Let's continue. Anywho, we got more from the Breakfast Club. Shout out to the Breakfast Club. And also, shout out to everybody in my page that got haters. Like I said, y'all always see the proof is in the pudding. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping people, okay? Nigga talking about, this nigga sitting here talking about he don't like my pay. Whatever he said, he kind of pissed me off. So he wanted to be the center of attention. We made him the center of attention. Y'all give him a follow, but I guarantee if y'all go on this page, this nigga ain't talking about nothing, bro. And then he's sitting here talking about me. This nigga sitting here watching me. You sitting here watching me. You talking about I don't like watching you stick to your day job. I ain't got no job, ninja. Imagine how I'm doing this. I ain't got no job. You sitting here worried about me. You watching me telling me stick to my day job. I mean, asinine, man. Stupidity. The unmitigated gall. Anyways, we got the Breakfast Club, man. Cardi B wipes Stephon Diggs off her Instagram and breakup rumors. We discussed this on the Blac Pill already. Like I said, y'all go through my page, y'all see what it do. Here we go.
Our girl Cardi B.
Oh boy.
Yes, it is an old boy because over the weekend she scrubbed her Instagram clean of all of the photos with her and Stephon Diggs. So now reports are that there may be trouble in paradise. I have reached out to Cardi B's team trying to figure out what this means, and I have not heard back yet. But normally when this happens, there is something going on. So of course the fans grab that and they're trying to break down and digest what is happening. Stephon Diggs, however, does still have the photos up on his Instagram of, the swipe throughs with Cardi. There's been, back and forth online. And then Offset got unnecessary shots in this too. People were trying to say that he was posting celebrating, and he had to clarify that he was not. He was celebrating his music.
Now, first off, shout out to my ninja Offset. Y'all know I'm rocking with Set. I'm rocking with Set. Yeah, and the whole situation with Cardi B. Shout out to Bacardi. Shout out to Bacardi. And shout out to Stephon. Even though Stephon, you kind of I don't know, that's weird energy in my book. Yeah, fellas, y'all can never convince me. Dealing with all the single women out here. Shout out to the single ladies, right? All the single women out here, and you niggas want to deal with married women. Like I said, bitches. I cannot stand bitches. That is some bitch ass shit. And like I said, this coming from a perspective of I've been there before. You feel me? And I look back in the past. Like, damn, that's some bitch ass shit. So you want to fuck excuse my French. It's Tuesday. It's not Sunday, so I could kind of cuss. So you want to fuck behind another man's woman? I mean. Brother, what's the turn on about that? Oh, I took your girl. I took Ninja. You didn't take anything, Ninja. I mean, you want to sleep with another man's wife that he's probably just think about the amount of times that he's probably where he, and this is a mature show, by the way. Sorry to everybody because I'm about to go in. Just think about all the times, right? Think about all the times they've done this with each other. And you want to engage in a little thing that they got going on. I mean, y'all ninjas is disgusting, bro. All the single women out here, that's what y'all ninjas want to do. And then y'all ninjas will sit there and act like you did something cool. You thought you did something cool by engaging with this married woman. Like I said, it's weird to me, bro. The fact that ninjas want to sleep behind other ninjas, I could never, bro. Now, like I said, it's probably happening, right? It probably done happen to me. It's probably done happen to you. It's going to keep happening. But like I said, to knowingly want to go for a woman that's married, you're preying on somebody that's weak, brother. I'm here to tell you. Now, also understand this. I'm not speaking from a high horse. I'm speaking from being humbled by life. I'm speaking from being in those situations and making the mistakes, right? And learning what the fuck? I'm looking at myself bro, why I'm doing that, right? And I'm doing that, you doing that. You thinking you're validating yourself. You're validating her ego. But there was no need for me to be doing all that, right? I mean, I was young and dumb, but still, that doesn't really justify doing that. Because now, look, guess what? If I get married and if it happened to me, Ninja got to sit there like this, Ninja. I got to sit there I had it coming. So here we go.
He was celebrating right after this news dropped.
Well, he was just on live playing his music, and he was at a pool, and it's it's the holiday weekend, so people oh, he's celebrating. He's I'm celebrating my music. I don't even know what's happening.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was playing Bodies the whole 4th.
Body's so fire.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Body's so fire.
Oh yeah, he's celebrating the music doing well.
It feel like the bag ain't get dropped behind Bodies yet, though.
Not like it.
Oh, Bodies. Yeah, the song Bodies. Yeah, the song Bodies, it is fire. It is fire. I heard it. I heard it on accident, and no, I'm not an Offset stan, my ninja, whatever that means.
But what the hell?
But yeah. I heard it by accident on SoundCloud, and yeah, the song fire. I ain't gonna lie, the song fire. It's a little catchy little tune. And rest in peace to Take too. Rest in peace to Take. Sad situation. But yeah, hey man, yeah. Shout out to Stephon Diggs, bro. Like I said, if I was Offset, bro, I can't take my girl back, bro, because she was letting the athlete, run up in her, my ninja. I don't care. Now, everybody, shout out to the ladies. You feel what I'm saying? The ladies gonna turn around and be like, oh, well, Offset cheated and all that. Well, I'm here to tell you, ladies, black men don't cheat. Where's the Joker laugh? Now, okay. Yeah. That was just a joke. But I'm saying, bro, me, the way I am, bro, life is unfair, Ninja, okay? We just gonna say it like that. Life is unfair. So at the end of the day, if you turn around and you let an athlete, if you let a ninja that's better, it's so weird. I don't know why, but usually, majority of the time, like, I don't know why, and you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but a large portion of the time, men, like, we don't cheat. Like, we wouldn't cheat with a woman that looks better than our girl. Whereas a woman will cheat with a man that's, like, better than us as a man. Do y'all understand what I just said? I don't know. Did that make sense? So basically, you feel me? Like I said, like, yeah, like a woman will cheat with a dude that's like bigger than you. And I'm not saying bigger like in terms of like dick size. I'm saying bigger like in terms of like the ninja probably be a little bit taller than you. He might do something that you can't do. Whereas you'll just cheat like just to get your rocks off kind of thing. So yeah. So, you know, she went for an athlete. It's like, bro, and it's tough because fellas, which I don't know, or maybe you do, shout out to you if you do, and if you don't, I'm not talking to you. You feel me? I ain't talking to you. But yeah. So, yeah, bro, it's tough because, you know, the way women work, bro, women don't go backwards, right? Unless they have to. So a woman is not going to turn around, and I always use this example, right? And no, I'm not a dating coach. I'm not a relationship expert. Ninja, I'm just a ninja out here in the field, ninja. You know how they have house ninjas and field ninjas? I'm a field ninja. Shout out to the field ninjas, okay? I'll be out here putting in work. I heard something outside. I thought the feds was coming, bro. But yeah. So, yeah, bro. So if a woman is taking a bus, right? If a woman takes a bus to work every day and she's taking a bus. And then a ninja see her in a car, you know, he pull up. Hey, baby, how you doing? My name is such and such. I want to take you out and get to know you, right? You know, like they hit it off. And that ninja become her boyfriend. If she never had a boyfriend that had a car before, every ninja afterwards must have a car as the minimum. So it's like a kind of elevate thing. They have to keep elevating, right? And that's cool. I respect it. So my whole thing is this, bro. You had a rapper. You know, you had a rapper. I'm referring to Cardi B, by the way, for those of you who are just tuning in. And y'all hit the like button too. I appreciate you. And if you don't like my show, please, keep your comments to yourself. I mean, you could say something, but bro, especially the ninja, if you don't like my show, ninja, what do you want me to do about that? I digress from this conversation. Anyways, like I said, yeah. So Cardi B started off, she was dealing with like lower level rappers. She was a stripper. I know some of them rappers, like I know of them. I'm not finna say their names because they don't deserve the promo. So then she got to the Migos. Y'all remember back in the day, she came out with what's the one? Bodak Yellow. You know, she had Bodak Yellow. She started fucking with the Migos. And then they had the song, what was it? It was around the time of Ice Trade. They had the song, what's the shit called? What is the shit called? Watch your bag, you should watch your mouth. No. I forget what the song is called, but they had that one song. So then she popped off, right? Then she had her own lane. Then she really got with Offset. So you went from Offset to an NFL player. At this point, what's next? You either got to get another athlete. You got to get at least an athlete. Or at this point, you got to get a billionaire. You feel me? Like what? You got to get a billionaire. Now, I don't know if it's possible that you'll get a billionaire. Anything's possible in today's society. But yeah, I mean, and like I said, is Offset going to take you back? I don't know if Offset going to take you back. Would I take you back? No, I would not. I wouldn't. And I don't care what I did. The reason why I wouldn't is because in my head, I have to compete forever in my head with an athlete pee-pee. Okay, and I hate to say it like that, but I gotta say it like that. Now, at the same time, you know, I'm a young man, right? So I'm not like, I'm still getting to that point where, you know, it doesn't matter, nothing matters, right? I'm still trying to get there, but I'm saying, so you left me for a ninja that played in what does NFL stand for? Somebody put what NFL stands for in the chat. Whatever NFL stands for, you left me for a ninja that played in the NFL. And you think I'm supposed to let you come back?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Shout out to Taisi. I think I said it right. Thais or Taisi. Shout out to Miss Mathis. Miss Mathis said, Kehlani, I love you. Stay away from those kind. I think she meant Chrisean. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah, let's continue, man. Let's continue. We gotta get back to the show.
Especially over.
Y'all hit the like button, answer the poll. Yeah, I just had to let y'all hear my sentiment when it comes to all that. And like I said, black men don't cheat. And if we do, give us the grace, because sometimes we make mistakes. And also, please understand that I'm not gonna say all men cheat, because all men don't cheat, but the same struggles and strifes that you may face in one community is the same struggles and strifes that you may face in another community. So the only difference is when it comes to people of my color, right? The only difference is we've allowed people to shine a light on our community so they can see all our wrongdoings, whereas everybody else's communities protect each other. But I digress from that conversation. Let's continue.
Holiday weekend.
I tell you what,
I think it will be
outside. That I've been hearing that record.
Yeah, Outside's rocking.
Like Outside is like the summer anthem.
Yeah,
like,
Outside been rocking in the clubs, but.
And for those of y'all who don't know, and this is allegedly for entertainment purposes only too, allegedly Cardi B took Outside from this other rapper. I forgot her name, but she was like a low-level rapper or lower tier rapper, and she came out about it, and we discussed it already. I'm pretty sure it's the same song. And shout out to all the independent artists. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm an independent artist myself. Y'all gotta realize, bro, sometimes they get the songs given to them and then they just go perform the song. So the you can't really be mad at the rapper so much more as the rapper's team. Like, they label and management is the one that gave them the song. Secondly, get your paperwork right. And the shit costs money, but get your copyrights, get your clearances, get everything right. So that way, if these people do something like that to you, you can just sue. God forbid somebody try and take one of my songs and call it as their own. I'm getting $250 out the gate, ninja. No bullshit. No bullshit. All you got to do is look up the information. The information's out there. Let's continue.
Bodies is dope.
Definitely.
Our girl Cardi B.
Oh boy.
All right, man. Hey, man, shout out to Lauren LaRosa. Fine ass, okay? Shout out to Lauren LaRosa. Oh, and shout out to Just Hilarious too, but I think they spoken for. All right, so in other news, more Law and Order with Black Adam before we get to the main event. Y'all keep answering the poll. This came out. They didn't make a big deal about it, but this happened yesterday. So a federal judge will allow Megan Thee Stallion's ex-cameraman to move forward with his lawsuit after she and Rock Nation are working tirelessly to get it thrown out. Now, we don't know the validity of this. And for those who don't know what happened, this is way back. So way back when. I don't remember specifically when, but I remember it was like her cameraman came out and said something about her like engaging in fornication in front of him. I think with a girl or something, or on top of him. I don't know, something in a car. It was something in a car, right? So it was like it said Emilio Garcia claims he was trapped inside a car. Yeah. So Emilio Garcia is his name. And he claimed he was trapped inside a car while Megan had sex with another woman during her European tour. Ninja.
Oh my God, no way.
Sounds like fun though. Anyways, but yeah, so Emilio claims that he was fat shamed and eventually fired after his hours. After his hours was cut by the rapper. Emilio Garcia says he is now blackballed. And I mean, for those of you who don't know the industry, reason why that ninja got blackballed is because that ninja talked about it. That ninja didn't say nothing. They probably would have invited him to the party. Now, I don't mean to say it like that, but that's probably what happened. Let's see what the comments say. Everybody can't be lying on Shorty. Now he was trapped. Was the child locked on? The female Diddy. You blackballed because you was snitch? Yeah, pretty much. Not saying he's telling the truth, but at this point, everyone can't be lying on Meg. Just my opinion. Damn, why I couldn't be in the car? That part. Why I couldn't be in the car? Somebody said it's always Rock Nation. Shout out to Rock Nation. Hey, Rock Nation, please don't sue us. We ain't got no money. Okay? Don't sue me, ninja. I ain't got no money, my ninja. I'm doing this by my lonely. Shout out to Usha Chaudhry in the chat. Usha said, and Kit.
But what the hell, boy?
Shout out to Usha. Shout out to the chat, man. Hey, shout out to everybody in the chat. Hit the like button. I don't know what that meant, but yeah. All right, more Law and Order. Look, I got another request. I don't answer requests anymore on my DMs unless you tell me first on one of my public pages because I get a lot of hate mail. As y'all just seen earlier, Godbody, I deleted his message, but Godbody said some hate stuff to me, so I had to delete his stuff and hide him from my page because he said he didn't like what I was saying. And it's like, it's fine, but like, if you don't like me, why are you watching? Who else? I had somebody else, I posted that on my page as well, where they was like, oh, you know, they was going in on me, and I'm just like, bro, why do you care so much that I'm comfortable being me just because you're not comfortable being you? But I digress from that conversation. Law and Order with Black Adam. Let us know what you think in the chat. We had parents accused of keeping children in dog crates and locking them in rooms for days. Ninja. Here we go.
Following an alleged child abuse case, this out of Provo.
Yeah, tonight the parents are in custody. 2 News' Leslie Duarte went out to the neighborhood to try to learn more about what may have happened. Leslie, what'd you find out?
Mark, Heidi, court documents allege the children suffered unimaginable pain in the hands of these people. One child stated that they were treated like dogs, put in kennel, and had to eat dog food.
Yeah, it's devastating.
Parents in this Provo neighborhood are heartbroken over the details of a child abuse case in their community.
So I can't imagine, it's just hard to comprehend, to be honest.
On Wednesday, the Provo Police Department arrested 35-year-old Darren Justin Barrow and 33-year-old Rachel Southwick for aggravated child abuse.
Just makes it really sad for the kids.
A probable cause statement alleges Darren punched them in the face, stomped on their backs, and locked them in a room for days without food or water.
Yeah, bro, nothing surprised me. That's why I'm mean. Everybody used to tell me when I was younger I was so nice. They're like, what happened to you so mean now? Because it's stank-ass people out here like this in these streets. Here we go.
Seeing this over and over again in Utah where kids are, suffering some horrible situations.
Kristen Floyd, a child psychologist and family therapist, says this may have been going on for much longer.
I mean, looking at the report, this.
And like I said, shout out to the Fedi Gov, because, the government protects these people. But, yeah, bro. Sometimes I be feeling like street justice needs to come back. And I know I shouldn't be saying that on public airways, but like I say, y'all got to learn to protect the kids, bro. If you see something, say something when it happened to kids, bro, because the kids are our precious cargo. Shout out to the kids of America. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know how I feel. I stand on that one. I'm always going to stand on that one, okay? So protect the kids, man, because the kids, and I always tell you parents, even when y'all want to turn up on y'all kids, bro, always think twice because kids don't know better. Kids don't know better. And when you act a certain way, your kids start to reenact the things that you did that were wrong because they think, hey, this is the right way to like move and shit like that. Here we go.
These incidents weren't the first time that these things have happened to these kids.
In another incident, a child reported that Rachel stabbed them with a screwdriver. Court documents state police found 2 screwdrivers with blood on them inside the home and a scar on a child's body.
Man, what the hell, man? Crazy shit, people.
Reached out to the Provo Police Department with questions regarding this case, but they were unavailable for an interview. Some of my questions included, was police called out to this home address before, and if anyone reported the abuse to police?
Why do cases like this happen?
One, because I think people, they don't know how to deal. They don't know how to deal with families and crisis and situations. And others are not getting involved when they could get involved until it's way too late.
Now, like I said, I know we all want to mind our business. I get it, right? I know you want to mind your business. Ninja, I want to mind mine. But like I said, when it comes to them kids, bro, sometimes you got to step in. If y'all see some wild shit, and I understand there's disciplining, you got to discipline your child. But if you see some wild shit, bro, you just got to look. Like I say, you got to look and be eyeing them people, bro. Eye your neighbors, bro. Here we go.
Just a few moments ago, I received a message from Provo Police Department that answered some of those questions. I asked when and if police was notified earlier of this abuse, and they told me it was back late in May 2025. Reporting live in Provo, Leslie Duarte, KUTV 2 News.
Leslie, thank you. This is the very latest in a string of recent child abuse cases, many of them making headlines. The Utah Division of Child and Family Services says there were at least 8,700 Utah children abused just last year. Ruby Frankie and Jody Hildebrandt currently serving.
Shout out to Utah. I don't know what the hell going on over there. Yeah, man. Hey, shout out to Utah. If you in the chat, Utah, put a 1. Put a 1 in the chat. What I was gonna say? Yeah, I've been to Utah before. I used to be a trucker. Shout out to the truckers. If you see a driver, tell them thank you, driver. I used to be a trucker. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there. I'm not gonna say too much. They got this kind of religion called the Latter-day Saints or some shit like that. And come to find out, these people believe that if you were born with a darker skin tone, you're damned to hell forever. Can you imagine?
What the hell?
Can you imagine?
Oh my God, no way.
Now take what I say with a grain of salt, and I'm speaking in layman's terms or I'm paraphrasing, but this is what I've heard and this is what I've read. Now they say they don't push that no more, but these are some of the foolishness, like the tomfoolery that I've heard on my travels around the world. And yeah, that's insane that they're doing that. So I mean, like I said, I don't know what's going on there. I don't know if this is a religion thing or what. All I know is yeah, y'all need to chill out there, bro. It's not that deep, Ninja. All you gotta do is tell a kid, hey, stop doing all that. Chill. Don't be doing all that. Hey. And talk in your deep voice. Talk in your adult voice. I'm pretty sure you'll be fine. You don't have to put a kid in the goddamn cage and shit like that. Here we go.
Jail time for abusing children. So is Gavin Peterson's dad and stepmother. Despite these cases during the most recent legislative session, advocates say state lawmakers failed to pass one bill they say that would have strengthened protections for at-risk children. They are following an alleged
all right, man. Like I said, hey, man, look alive out here in these streets, man. Look alive out here in these streets. Couple more things before we get to the main event, guys. Couple more things. We're almost there. We got like 3 more things. First thing is AMC. I don't know the validity of this, but they say, shout out to Karen. Karen said, hello, chat and host. I just found this channel. Good vibes, do great. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate you. Also remember, shout out to everybody in here. Guys, remember that I do dark humor. So I may say things that are a bit extreme at times, but it's all love. I love everybody. So for example, Karen, I love your name. Karen. But besides the point, yeah, man, yeah, let me get back to this. Yeah, man, AMC Theaters, I don't know the validity of this, but AMC Theaters announced today a significant expansion of its discount ticket program, offering 50% off movie tickets on both Tuesdays and newly added Wednesdays for members of the free AMC Stubs reward program. So shout out to AMC if this is true. Yeah. Shout out to AMC if this is true. Yeah, y'all go watch some movies, bro. Me personally, I'm an artist. If you guys don't know, I'm an artist, so I love movies. I love shit like that. Shout out to Papa Blac. Papa Blac is my dad for those of you who are new here. Shout out to Papa Blac. You know, Papa Blac says I'm very dramatic in my efforts, right, with everything that I do. And I think it's because I'm just a very artistic person. So I love movies and shit like that. Like, you know, my favorite movies is action movies. But if you like movies, yeah, man, like I said, man, go watch you some movies. They got some good movies coming out. They got Alien vs. Predator. I don't know if it came out already. They had, I can't remember. Damn, it was a lot of them. They got like a good 4 or 5 movies that I want to go see, but I don't really have the time because I've been working. But I'm finna make the time because I'm finna start basing my schedule properly because I really be all over the place. I got to stop being all over the place. But yeah, go to AMC, man. Shout out to AMC. Y'all just got some free promo. So now listen to this. I don't know the validity of this either, but they published it. So we got bowling. They said it's too hot for clothes. They got Balls Out Bowling returns. And Balls Out Bowling is where nudity isn't optional, it's required. Ninja.
What the hell?
You need to leave.
Oh my God, no way.
So Ninja's out here finna be bowling, not balling, but bowling with they nuts out. Here we go.
Have you ever wanted to bowl while naked? Well, now you can. Too hot for clothes? Balls Out Bowling is back where nudity is required. Balls Out Bowling.
Can you imagine the smell? Now, I wash myself. I don't know about you guys. I wash myself. First off, let's start there. I wash myself properly. Okay, I don't know about you, but and I talk about it a lot of times on the stream. I tell y'all, people, hey, people, wash yourself. A lot of times, if y'all see sometime my face be white, it's because Ninja put soap on his face and shit. Right now, I got lotion on, so if I look a little oily, it's just the way my skin is. But yeah, I wash myself and brush your teeth, my ninja. I see even my teeth. My teeth ain't as white as they used to be. It's also because I be drinking the coffee. But yeah, bro, hey, bro. Y'all, some of y'all ninjas out here be stinking, bro. I have to tell you, bro. I gotta tell you. Some of y'all ninjas be stinking, bro. And wash your nuts. I know they tell you you're not really supposed to take some soap, Ninja. I don't know who created that, but Ninja, get you some soap and open your legs when you in the shower. Take the, I don't know what y'all got. I got a sponge. Take you the sponge, Ninja. Rub the soap on it, Ninja, and go wash between your nuts, Ninja. And then take that and put that under your armpit and all that. And if you need to have 2 sponges, you know, some people say this too. Like some people got 2 towels and shit. Cause you know, like me, for personally me, you know, I wash my booty and stuff. So, you know, I got a towel sometimes. Why I don't, but I mean, I heard you gotta have a towel for your butt, for your booty hole, so that way you don't take the same towel that you rub on your dookie hole on your face, okay? You feel me?
What the hell? Oh my God, no.
You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. It's about to stank up in there. Woo!
I thought this was like satire, whatever.
And the reason why it's gonna stink too, guys. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm saying these jokes, but no, in all seriousness, it's gonna stink because if it's too cold, if they got the AC too cold, you're gonna want to put your clothes on. So they're gonna make sure the AC is not too cold. So I'm telling you now, if you go, it's gonna stink. It's gonna stink. It's gonna stink. Here we go.
I thought this was a joke. No, I clicked on the link. It's legit. Look at it. Pittsburgh area naturalists are hosting another Balls Out bowling event where you can...
Shout out to Pittsburgh. I've been out there too. Shout out to Pittsburgh. Yes, sir. One of my routes back in the day. Here we go.
Bowl in the nude. Balls Out Bowling will be held at the Kraft and Ingram Lanes in Pittsburgh, PA on Saturday, July 12th. It also goes on to say that the event is for anyone over the age of 18, whether you are a seasoned pro or a beginner. This event is for everyone. Tickets can be purchased here for $30, so that's the link. You must pay $30 whether you bowl or not, which includes 4 hours of unlimited bowling and shoe rental, which I think is a pretty good deal. I don't know if I want to be naked. It says nudity is required with the exception that women can wear bottoms. Also, sexual activity.
So women, shout out to ladies. Shout out to ladies. Ladies, are you in here?
Hello.
So ladies could wear bottoms, but so I gotta walk around looking at other ninjas' nuts, man. Come on, bro. I can't do that, dog. What they talking about, bro? Ninja. Let's continue.
Is not permitted. Those running the event say nudism does not equal consent and harassment will not be taken lightly. Violators will be asked to leave. I like that. Have you ever wanted a bowl?
Yeah, I don't know. That looks like a disaster waiting to happen, people. That's a disaster waiting to happen. All right, man. Let's segue now, man. Let's segue. We about to get to the main event. Hit the like button. Hold up. Let's get it. And shout out to everybody watching, man. Main event time in 4, 3, 2, 2. All right, y'all know what it is, man. Hit the like button. It's your boy BA. So Kehlani explains. Hold on, let me move this out the way so I can see it. We got Kehlani explaining why she respectfully separated herself from Chrisean Rock after the gym session. Ninja. And shout out to Karen. Karen said that's crazy. People are Diddy suspicious everywhere. Hey, I'm here to let you know. Everybody got a little Diddy in them now. Okay, Ninja?
What the hell, what?
Everybody a little Diddy. Everybody a little Diddalicious up in here. And it is what it is. The way I look at it, people have kinks. And I've told y'all, for those of you who are new here. Oh, man, my bad. That was awkward. I told y'all, you know, when it comes to, like, the stuff Diddy be doing and stuff. Like, I've been propositioned before, people. Can you imagine? I've been propositioned. One second. I've been propositioned to go to one of these fornication parties. And when they said it to me, I was young. I probably was like 21, 22. And when they propositioned me, I looked at this lady like,
what the hell, what?
Cause I was like, bro, cause she was wearing a trench coat. She was wearing a trench coat, and I was like, bro. I'm like, yo, so like, where you going like that? And then she opened her trench coat, and I was like,
You need to leave.
and I was like, bro, what's really going on here, bro? And I mean, yeah, man. I mean, you know, she was like, oh, you know, you can come as my +1. And I was like, yeah, nah, not today, miss. I got to get this money. Money over everything, people. Money over everything. So, yeah. And Karen is crazy because Karen, I don't know if you white. It was a white girl. Shout out to the white girls. Shout out to the white girls. Now, shout out to all my chocolate queens. I don't get mad at me when I say shout out to the white girls. Somebody asked me, do I swirl? Sometimes. Nah, but it's all love from here. But yeah, man. Like I said, Diddy, I wasn't really too shocked about what was happening with Diddy. I mean, like I said, this goes on in other communities as well. Ninja, if you ninjas knew, like the stuff that Diddy's doing, bro, like what Diddy was doing was light in comparison to other things that I've heard. Like that, I mean, it was a little bit weird, like the whole thing about putting semen, another ninja semen on his nipples and all that. When I heard that, I was like, what the hell? Yeah, I was confused. Oh my God, no way, yeah. I was confused, but yeah, other than that, I mean, shit. Oh, shout out to Karen. Karen said, I'm a chocolate queen. Okay. Okay. Shout out to the chocolate queens, man. Damn. Karen. Hey, Karen, why they call you Karen, bro? Well, it's okay. Shout out to your parents, too. They made a beautiful chocolate baby. All right, let me get to the main event. All right, so Miss Kehlani. So, yeah, I don't know too much about Kehlani. I don't even know whether or not, I think she was with Chris Brown. I can't remember. But we got Chrisean Rock. We'll start here. So we have Chrisean Rock telling her side of the story after Kehlani unfollowed her. And she said, this is why I always be around ninjas. Here we go.
I always be around niggas. This is why I be around niggas, bro. This is why I stay around niggas, bro. This is why I stay around niggas, bro. You don't know what bitch is fucking your nigga.
Wait, what?
What the hell, boy?
So what happened?
Just straight up. Real shit. If you see a girl that got like 1 or 2 friends or none at all, you don't know what's going on in the world. It's 2025, everybody.
And y'all answer the poll in the chat, because now this is some new revelation that came out 26 minutes ago while we were streaming. This is the new revelation. So while attempting to explain where things have gone wrong, Chrisean Rock claims that her ex Blueface was involved with both Kehlani and Megan Thee Stallion. Hey, shout out my ninja Blueface, baby. Blueface, baby. All right, here we go.
Hey, effing everybody.
But my thing is, why you mad at him? Because, I mean, I don't know. I digress. Here we go.
So we could try to say, oh, Chrisean was no, bro. How come it was a workout session? I was invited to come to her home, her personal home where her daughter lives. Then I was invited to the other session. Okay, when I was invited to the other session, I was going through a lot. I ain't gonna hold you. But baby dad tripping, he just keep blowing up my phone, saying weird stuff. My stuff, I gotta move my kids' stuff out of his house. Like I overstimulated, like as a mom.
Shout out to Men Are Easy. I'm assuming I don't know who you are, but shout out to Men Are Easy. Men Are Easy says shout out to him cheating. No. That's not what I meant.
You need to leave.
What I meant by shout out to him is I mean, yeah, like ladies, we gotta remember, like as a dude, like if you get you a good looking woman, like that's a win for us. I'm sorry, we're small mind. Well, I don't speak for all men before these ninjas try and get on my head and get on my top. Big pause, cause that sounded homosexual. But yeah. So, you know, if I bag a girl that's attractive, you feel me? If I bag a woman that's attractive, I'm small minded in my thinking. So it's like, yo, I cracked, and it's not like, I mean, I'm older now, so now I don't give a shit. I mean, like, yeah, you know, we had what we had and it was a good time. But I'm saying, like, ninja, I'm gonna feel good. That's a confidence booster if I bag me a girl that's attractive, because that means, you feel me? Shout out to Karen. Karen said host nut job was probably sticking at the gym. I mean, I don't know.
But what the hell, boy?
Anyways, let's continue. Let's continue.
Then I have to have somebody helping me watch my son so I can work out and move things around. It's a lot going on. So I feel like.
Shout out to Men Are Easy. Men Are Easy said, most men are shallow, so I agree, only by looks. Hey man, I don't think it's not, I don't want to say it's because we're shallow. I mean, we just like Ninja. I just like attractive women, Ninja. I love attractive women. I don't know. Hey, like I said, I would speak for all men, but I don't speak for all men. And the reason why is because I had a Ninja tell me when I was in one of these, like, you know, group conversations, I think it was on TikTok or something. I was saying, hey, you know, some dudes feel like this. And that Ninja made it a point to tell me, hey, brother, I just want to let you know you don't speak for me. So I looked at that Ninja. I was like,
what the hell,
you feel me? And I was like, okay, I mean, I don't give a fuck. Like, what, you know, what am I supposed to say to that? So I don't speak for all men. That's why I always say that. I'm saying, speaking for me, hey, man, if I'm shallow, Ninja, I'm shallow, Ninja. It is what it is, my Ninja. What I'm supposed to do? I like attractive women. So now, like I said, you get older, and that's why I tell you, gentlemen, hold your nuts. So I'm not finna be sleeping with everybody. You can't sleep with the world. When you find that out as a man, it kind of changed your whole dynamic. That's when you start to come into, okay, this is how I should move and shit like that. So yeah, that's the thing. That's just how I feel about it. But like I said, everybody's sentiment is a bit different. Don't use me as the moniker for the rest of these ninjas out here. Cause, you know, not to say what everybody say, oh, I'm different, I'm not like these ninjas. I'm really not like these ninjas, so I wouldn't use me. Don't use me. I might portray my avatar as this. Y'all see my spit fly a little bit. I might portray in this avatar, but you feel me? Shout out to Karen. Karen said, the word on the street is that she's dirty. Blue put her on blast many times. And shout out to Men Are Easy. Men Are Easy said, you're being honest and that's all we ask for. Yeah, man, hey, I'm being honest. That's it. The honest man knows, and the honest man knows, but I'm not being too honest no more because I used to get people real affected because, you know, the way my parents taught me, you know, they kind of taught me not to lie to people. So I'm very straightforward. So when you're very straightforward in today's society, you'll piss a lot of people off. So I pissed a lot of people off because I'm very straight to the point because I don't like the bullshit. But the reason why I'm like that is because I have a lot of things I'm trying to do in my own life. So because I have a lot of things I'm trying to do, I don't like to play time. I don't like to play games with people, and I don't like to play with my time. That's it and that's all. But let's continue.
When I picked up that phone, it brought too much weird stuff in her energy. That's all I got to say. But I picked up the phone from my baby dad, bro. Like, I don't know. Like, that's okay. Like, every girl's the same, even if they act like they're not. Like, females can be pretty. Females can act like a tomboy. Females can act like they moved on. Females can be whoop-de-whoop-de-woo and whoop-de-woo. But we still have vaginas and hormones, weird hormones that act weird against other females. I don't understand that part.
Okay, and this is what I was going to say, hormones. So that's what I was saying, whereas men, we like, you know, a pretty girl and all that, right? We like a pretty girl and all that, feel me? That's cool. But when our hormones go down, once our hormones stop raging, yeah, we kind of got some common sense of, damn, I can't really, you know, put my thing in every little girl. I can't push up on everybody like that because if I do that, there's a can of worms that I open. So once I came to that conclusion, that's why I'm very on 10. I'm kind of to myself and shit. What I was going to say, yeah, another thing with women, and I'm not an expert. So, you know, Chrisean saying this, I'm pretty sure, like, you know, when it comes to dudes, like, I think women are very territorial, just like men are. I think a lot of times, guys, let me say this too. I've said this before. For those of you who are new here, you know how we all tend to say like, oh, you know, men do this, like the stereotypes, right? Oh, men do this, women do that. I think all the stereotypes have some truth to them, right? I think that we're taking a mirror. I'm going to point right here because I have a mirror over here. So I think we all have a mirror and we grab a mirror and we show each other our reflection. Like we go like, hey, look, this is you. This is you. Look at what you do. Look at what you do. And every stereotype that we're hearing about each other, there's some truth to each and every one of them. Shout out to Nina. Nina said it's called post-nut clarity. Hey, man, tomato, tomato. That part. Tomato, tomato. But it's not only post-nut clarity. What I'm saying is like, you just get older, bro. So you just understand that, damn, if I push up on this girl and she lets me in, I have to deal with being in her world now. So if I'm in her world now, she may have a certain expectation and certain kind of assertions that she may want from me. And it's like, hey, you know, Am I ready for that? That's the thing. It's like, am I ready for that? Am I ready to deal with that? Because it may or may not be a problem, but she may have certain expectations that I may not be able to keep up to. She may have certain standards for herself that I may or may not be able to deal with. And that's the whole thing where it's like, damn, it's like a balancing act, because I still got everything in my life. Then she want me to be a part of her life. And like I said, after you done engaged in fornication with somebody, you open doors spiritually, physically, and emotionally. So, after that, Ninja try to act like, oh, I don't care. Women try to act like, oh, I don't care, it's whatever. But nah, deep down, Ninja, deep down, we know what it is, Ninja. Come on now. Come on now. What are we talking about? Anyways, let me let Chrisean finish. I'm being rude. Let's see what she had to say.
For real. The only thing I didn't understand was she got cracked by my BD before. And now we are hanging out. And she's encouraging me to get this removal off my face. But it's like a right message, wrong person though. Right? Yeah, you will literally explain yourself over and over. Cause I see people just rejoining. So for everybody that don't know what's going on, I woke up out of my bed, I put a sweatsuit on, I put a bonnet on, I put some lashes.
Hey, shout out to Nina. Nina said, Kehlani is fine though. Big facts. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, Kehlani straight, but I don't know. Do she got a ninja? First off, isn't Kehlani? I think Kehlani is bisexual, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, don't she got somebody already? I thought she had somebody. I don't think she's married, but I thought she had like a girlfriend or a boyfriend. But that's what I'm saying. Well, I don't really watch too much about Kehlani. I only know about Chrisean because I've been talking about Chrisean on my page and shit. And shout out to Chrisean too. No hate to Lil Mama. And shout out to Men Are Easy. Men Are Easy said, what is she going to want from you? It doesn't go both ways. I think that was in regards to what I said. Men and women want something. And I'm here to tell you, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to the Adams who support me. Shout out to my Eves who support me. Guys, I'm here to tell you, everybody wants something from everybody. Now, take that with a grain of salt, because the terms we are governed by in today's society is some, not all. So some people want something. The best song to explain this, I'm an artist, so I always use music to reinforce my point, is Sweet Dreams. Y'all heard the song Sweet Dreams? Sweet dreams are made of this. Everybody's looking for something. Some people want to use you. Some people want to be used by you. Everybody's looking for something. You feel me? Shout out to Karen. Karen said, that's not Blues, baby. We see who Junior looks like. Yeah, everybody been saying that. Rest in peace to Lil Ronnie. Shout out to Natural. Hey, man. I got a lisp sometimes when I speak because I usually have my golds in my mouth, but I stopped wearing them. But shout out to Natural Yeen. She said, how is it the right person? Wrong message when you're saying she had dealings with him before. So maybe she knows what she's talking about when it comes to dude. Right. I don't know. It's tough because everybody getting their feelings. Because look, like I said, it's hard because let's say they dealt with each other or they really slept with each other or whatever. So who's really affected? Is Chrisean affected or is Kehlani affected? It's like, if it's going to start a problem, she probably just dodged the problem ahead of time. I don't know, bro. Like I said, that's why I be saying on the internet, I feel like they all capping, bro. Here we go.
And some Milani lipstick so I can get my side of the story, bro. I'm telling you, I fall out with girls because of a nigga. That's all it is, bro. Cause like I wouldn't have been invited to 3 different occasions, 3 different times, like straight up. And I didn't even know she like blew crack that. Nobody knew. Just like how we didn't know nothing about Megan Thee Stallion when she got cracked by Bluetooth. He started yapping out his mouth at Jason Lee show, like.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Blue face. Yo. At the same time, Ninja, shout out to the Adam. Say, bro, don't pillow talk, bro. It's better if you don't pillow talk. You actually win more. Free game. Here we go.
Bro, try to be in my shoes for once, bro. it's a weird position. It's a weird situation. It's like, damn.
And shout out to Natural. She said, I'm new to your page. I didn't even know she knew Kehlani. Yeah, so they had just hung out. I didn't know this either. I thought they was doing it for like the public thing, you know, where they take pictures with people for the public, like, oh, we might do a song together kind of thing. But they had hung out the other day, and that's the story. So we showing y'all the story now. So this is her. This actually just came out. This is her responding to what happened. But the story was she had went to work out with her, and then she said something about ICE, like to one of the, I think her apartment workers or a hotel worker. And then Kehlani came out and said that she ain't like that. So she had to unfollow her because that was kind of inappropriate. And that's not the kind of message she's pushing. I don't know though. I don't know. And shout out to all the immigrant people. Y'all know what it is.
I shouldn't even be with not a soul. He got the streets, baby, for sure, bro. Crack. But this is why I.
All right, so shout out to Chrisean. That's what she said. So let me run y'all back. So let me bring y'all back to speed. So this what happened. This happened yesterday, supposedly, right?
You only hung out with Kehlani
So listen.
For one day. Now y'all already unfollowing each other?
I'm put the volume
up. It only
up.
took one day for Kehlani to realize this is not the person I need to be around. Now, in the 3-part IG story, Kehlani and Chrisean had teamed up to head to the gym. Because the interaction was so short, it was pretty shocking after what happened next. Now, I guess after their workout, Chrisean had began her live stream from which looked like her apartment. Some defamatory statements were made in regard to security outside of the apartment.
Are you okay, sir? Are you okay, sir?
Let's just keep it quiet, please.
Nah. Why you got your gun?
I know we all got guns. We all got guns. So
Bro, it's okay. ICE.
For real.
You don't want me to call ICE. You don't want me to call ICE.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, do what you got to do. But like I said, this is something you shouldn't do if you're an adult. My bad. I accidentally went off it. And the reason why is because, first off, like I said, guys, social media. Everybody got social media. You don't know who's watching. You don't want to put yourself in a position by saying something out of character immediately in the moment and then turn around and backtrack and be like, you know, that's not what I represent and all that kind of shit. Like even this alone, right? Because of the game that she's playing, and I'm saying the game, the social media game, she could turn around and ruin all her brand deals. Like I just seen this shit. Now I don't watch TV like that. Because I got my own shit I'm trying to do, you feel me? I do watch movies though, but I don't really watch TV like that. So it's this show, and shout out to you, put a 1 in the chat if you know the show is called, I think it's called Love Island or some shit like that. I could be wrong. But I seen on the net, like it was this girl, she had got caught up for saying this slur. It was a slur towards, I think the Asian or the Japanese community. You feel me? And it was about, you know, something with, it rhymes with mink. It rhymes with mink, right? So I think they just kicked her off the show for saying that. And that's crazy. But I mean, it is what it is. Cause you know, you feel what I'm saying. I'm the same one that be telling people, y'all can't say the N-word if you black. I mean, if you're not black, you feel me? And that's cause, you know, if you turn around and do that, right? If you turn around and do that, we should be able to say all the other slurs. And if they take that as a hate crime, you feel me? Unless you're part of the community, the way I feel, unless you're part of a community, you can't say the slurs of that community. And shout out to Karen. Karen said with this situation, the word on the street was they were throwing stuff out the window at those people. So calling the police was BS. And shout out to Natural. Natural said Kehlani knows she was looking for clout by hanging with her though. LOL, trying to come off as a nice girl and it backfired. So yeah, like I said, Chrisean, if y'all go look, I'm not to suck her, you know, not to suck her tip or whatever, but she one of the most talked about people right now on the internet. So even me, I'm playing the clout game myself, and I don't like that I have to do it, but it is what it is because, like y'all see, I don't know how many people are in the chat, but I'm pretty sure my show today did numbers just by putting her as a thumbnail because for some reason, I don't know if she knows somebody on the net. I don't know if all the algorithms on the same page or what, but they want her to be blown up. So for some reason, they want her to be blown up. So because of that, when you talk about her, you can be seen. You can be seen. If you hang around her, you're going to be seen. Me personally, my conspiracy theory is that when Blueface come out, they doing all this. And when Blueface come out, he back #1 as an artist. He gonna be making stupid money right now. And I did the research. I showed y'all before. For those of y'all who are new here, Blueface get I think 10 million listeners on Spotify alone, right? So on Spotify alone, you feel me? for those of you who don't know, 1 million streams on Spotify is 3 to 5 bands. So that ninja making every month, right? For 1 million times 10, that ninja making 30 to like 50 bands per month, bro. Can you imagine? So shout out to Blue. And that's from the pen. They not gonna tell y'all that though. They're not gonna tell y'all that, but that's how the streaming shit work. Like if you could do numbers, you'll make you some money. That's why they pay so low. But even then, it's like I said, so that's just off Spotify alone. So they trying to build it up to when this ninja come out, they'll set it up to where now they finna make stupid bread because he finna make bread regardless. Now if they can work the story to where they beefing, okay, they come together now they all finna make good bread with each other. You feel me? So yeah, let me run that back. Here we go.
Chrisean, you only hung out with Kehlani for one day. Now y'all already unfollowing each other? Because it only took one day for Kehlani to realize this is not the person I need to be around. Now, in a 3-part IG story, Kehlani and Chrisean had teamed up to head to the gym. Because
and shout out to Karen. Karen said a live train wreck. And the way I feel, bro, low key, because when you start to understand the social media shit, bro, I low key feel like everything that we're seeing with them, I feel like they're planning it. And if it's really planned, like I couldn't more than likely be wrong, but I'm saying they got like a little guideline or framework. If they got this whole guideline that they're following and framework, bro, they got to get they dub, bro. They got to get they dub. Because they're literally, I got to think about it, bro. They're literally manipulating the internet. You know how fire that is to just sit there and think about, like, you're actually making the internet go the way you want it to go. That's not easy. In today's time where everybody's fighting for attention, bro, that's hard, bro. Like I said, they might have somebody on the inside though. I don't know if they got somebody on the inside, but to manipulate the internet to go the way you go to where, like I can't show y'all the numbers, but this post alone got like 17,000 likes. So imagine how many views it got. I'm saying like the YouTube post, not the YouTube post. I'm saying the Instagram post, not me, the Instagram post alone. So shit like that just always is mind boggling to me. Here we go.
Interaction was so short, it was pretty shocking after what happened next. Now, I guess after their workout, Chrisean had began her live stream from which looked like her apartment. Some defamatory statements were made in regard to security outside of the apartment.
Are you okay, sir?
Oh, also, Kehlani said these events didn't happen during the same day, which is mad confusing too, right? Because it's like, bro, so did it happen? It didn't happen during the same day. It's like, why did it take you seeing that to turn around and unfollow the girl? You feel me? Here we go.
Are you okay, sir?
Yo, let's just keep it quiet, please.
Nah.
Quiet, 4th of July, buddy.
Why you got your gun?
I know, we all got guns. We all got guns. So what you want to do?
Yeah, like I said, people don't do that. And like I said, I told sticks too, but you're not finna see me go to security and tell security I got sticks. I mean, like I said, imagine you go to security and tell security you toting sticks. So what? Security got to look at you like this, bro.
But what the hell? What?
They got to look at you like this, bro. Like, what are they, like, you, is that a threat? Like, imagine you said that to a police officer. And that's why I say have some common sense. And common sense not that common no more for people. Here we go.
It's okay. Ice. For real. You don't want me to call ICE. You don't want me to call ICE.
So why you got your gun?
Do you want me to call
I'm
ICE?
calling the police.
You'll be at
I'm calling the police.
You'll be at Alligator Arcade.
Where is the gun? Let me see.
Do you want to be?
He got it. He came to threaten us.
Chrisean, you only hung out with Kehlani for one day. Now y'all already unfollowing each other? Because it only took one day for Kehlani to realize this is not the person I need to be around. Now, in a 3-part IG story, Kehlani and Chrisean had teamed up to head to the gym. Because the interaction was so short, it was pretty shocking after what happened next. Now, I guess after their workout, Chrisean had began her live stream from which looked like her apartment. Some defamatory statements were made in regard to security outside of the apartment.
Hey, don't die tonight, man. Jesus loves you, sir. Don't die tonight.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, like I always say, right? So y'all gotta understand, bro, when you say something like that to somebody, you assaulted them and they can press charges. Please don't say no shit like that to people. That's why I tell y'all gotta practice discernment, bro. Somebody piss you off, if you can, leave the situation. Leave the situation. I've always said this on my stream, and I'll continue to say this, and I speak from a perspective of I've been jumped before, I've been robbed before, set up. Same difference, you feel me? Two sides of the same coin. Shout out to Natural. She said they think they so tough or something. I wish she would get some help though. Shaking my head. Yeah, it's the people around her. Shout out to Karen. Karen said every time she's around, there's some shit happening. Now I feel like it's somewhat orchestrated, but like I said, yeah, don't turn around and say that shit to people because you try the right person, they press and charge. Like for example, If somebody pull up on me with multiple people and threaten me, I'm gonna say, yeah. Like I said, I told weapons though, and I suggest you do the same, if applicable in your current state, right? Or in your local city or wherever you live. Protect yourself out here in these streets. But yeah, if somebody press me and I know who they are and I know of them, whether it's through the internet or whatever, I'm pressing charges, ninja. I'm pressing charges. And I don't feel bad. They could say rat this, rat that, nigga. You could suck a dick for all I care, because you're not finna make me feel uncomfortable. And my main thing is, one, you're not gonna make me feel uncomfortable, and two, ninja, you must have some money to lose talking to me crazy, because I always look at it like this. Like I said, guys, I'm a big black dude. So I'm 6'1", I'm 260 pounds. I'm a big dude. I used to play sports. That's why, I don't really look too fat per se. But yeah, bro, so ninja, if you're comfortable talking to me like that, because I know if I did the same thing, if I went and talked to other people like that outside, I would be sitting in a pen, or I would at least be sitting in jail. So the way I look at it is, bro, if you can't handle yourself with some decorum, as they like to say, or properly, you must have some money you want to give to me. So I'm gonna let you talk. I'm finna be recording the whole thing, and I'm pressing charges. I'm gonna say I feel threatened for my life. And I suggest you guys all do the same. I speak from a perspective of, I've told people to sue, and they've made money before. So listen to me when I say this, okay? Don't play no games. Like I said, I'm not only talking to men, I'm talking to men. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the Eves. For those of you who are new here, my supporters are the Adams and the Eves, named after yours truly. And shout out to the Most High, named after the Most High. But yeah. So, yeah, people, like I said, don't let people play with you. Show people you mean business. I'm telling people now, you fuck with me, boy, you gonna feel me, boy. You will feel me, and I won't feel bad. I'm gonna be laughing in your face after you pay me my money. Here we go.
Now, shout out to Live Bites for capturing this video, and let me kind of break down exactly what's going on. So from what looks to be like Chrisean's apartment, this neighbor comes out because of a noise issue. And apparently this neighbor had confronted one of Chrisean's security detail, and then that's where the argument ensues. And then you can hear another individual, a part of Chrisean's entourage, making defamatory statements about ICE and alligator Alcatraz. And because of this, people had noticed that Kehlani had stopped following Chrisean on social media. Now, I don't understand.
Hold up, I had to stop the show real quick. Shout out to KB. KB, one of our OG core supporters. Shout out to her. We in the building. Everybody in the chat, say hello to KB. Here we go.
Understand why Chrisean always has to surround herself around a bunch of people, because if you listen to that full recording, Chrisean makes no mention about ICE. She makes no mention about alligator Alcatraz or migrant detention centers. It was her entourage, and because of the people she surrounds herself by, it's going to be a clear indication about how others are going to move when they're presented with Chrisean, because sometimes people really be blocking your blessings. Now, whoever that person was in the background saying those gross defamatory things, Chrisean needs to get rid of them immediately.
Yeah. Like I said, another thing too, people, if you turn around and you start doing whatever you're doing, you start moving with security detail and all that, people around you need to say less and do more. So they shouldn't really be speaking too much, because like I said, this is going to be the situation that occurs. They're going to associate it with you. They're going to put it on you. So be careful of the company you keep. Let's continue.
Sometimes it be your inner circle that be the part of your downfall.
All right, so look, we're going to tell you what she said. Hold on, we're going to TikTok real quick, and after that, we're going to get up on out of here. Shout out to KB. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just another day in paradise. Shout out to the God. Shout out to the world. Life is good. We alive. I'm alive. That's how I feel. How you feel? How you feeling? Let me see. All right, let's see what Chrisean says. So Chrisean Rock, Kehlani. We're going to have the full thing. This is what she said. Here we go.
Okay, let's get to Kehlani. Kehlani, she's a sweetheart.
And we played some of this for y'all earlier, but this the full thing, I guess, or a piece of the full thing.
We went to the same church. We saw each other in the parking lot. We was excited to see each other. It was very sweet. It was a great interaction.
And y'all answer the poll in the chat. Right now, we have 89% of people saying that Kehlani is not a clown. And then we have 11% of people saying that she read Chrisean wrong. So y'all answer that poll. Let's get it.
We exchange each other numbers. We start talking about what she do, what I be doing. She like, oh, y'all be working. I be getting in the gym. Like, shoot, I'll come join you. Like, get me right. Like, I'm an athlete at heart. I play pro league. So we just was heading off on that conversation. Everything went great. Okay, we working out. Before I start recording everything, I asked her, because, I make over 7 figures on my Snapchat. So she got a studio session afterwards. I said, do you care if I join?
Hold up. Damn, I gotta get that record scratch. Hold up. This girl says she make over 7 figures on her Snapchat.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
So 7 figures. So you're making over $1 million on your Snapchat?
But what the hell, boy?
I don't know. Here we go.
I would love to see how you work. She's like, all right, but no cameras, you know, this is my home. I said, all right, bet. We went to our house. Cool. Very respectful. We even prayed in there and all that. Okay. I think this is where it took a turn. We start talking. She started telling me reasons why I should get this removed. She's the one that got the laser removal place where I'm going to go because that's where she go. She was giving me advice. And then she came out of nowhere. And I'm asking her, like, not like that, but like, where is this all coming from? Like, how do you, like, she kept saying he's a manipulator, he's this, he's that, he's that. Girl, come to find out, she telling me with her own mouth that Blueface cracked that.
So my Ninja Blue, damn, Ninja was going ham, Ninja. That Ninja was going ham in these streets, bro. Here we go.
That she'll be not like she.
Shout out to the set, man. I gotta say that. Shout out to the set. That's crazy, bro. Because I believe, how old is Kehlani? I don't know how old Kehlani is, but I'm pretty sure she's older than him. So I'm just like, you feel me?
She starts like telling herself, she like, I'm nothing to worry about because I don't really want him, but let me tell you this. In my head, I'm like, damn, what bitch he didn't hit? You feel me? This is why I fell out with Coy Ray over the same shit. This nigga.
Oh, Blueface got Coy? Damn. Damn. Yo, this is wild, bro. I'm finding out all this information in real time. Here we go.
Trust me, I was battling like, damn, should I unfollow? I swear to God, I was like, should I unfollow her? Should I just not fuck with her because she used to fuck with Blue? That's kind of weird. Like, you know, like, it was. I was happy that she told me, but she should have told me at church. Girl, you should have told me.
Shout out to KB. Yeah, man, that's some nut shit, bro. This is wild. This some nut shit. No pun intended. Crazy. Squirrel chasing a nut. Here we go.
Told me that at church. Like, oh yeah, that's cool, but let me tell you something. On some real shit, sis, I fuck with you, you cool as shit. But I don't really like the drama for real because, you know, I used to deal with Blueface. Yeah, we fucked. And now I want to be.
You need to leave.
My Ninja was having his way out here in these streets, man. Damn. Here we go.
Be cool with you and your friend, and I think that's kind of like inappropriate. I would have fucked with that in response than that other weird shit trying to make it seem like she protected her peace. What? Like, first of all, I didn't do nothing to nobody. I'm not a mean person. I don't even care to be people's friends, bro. Cause like, at this point, it's always like, okay, like somebody always trying to gain off of me. And yeah, I really feel like that was a game. And then, like, say if it wasn't a game for her, right? What was the reason? What was the reason being cool and inviting me over and then and proceed to a studio session that's in your home? I met your daughter to unfollow a bitch and be weird with a bitch after you told her that you fucked my nigga before.
I ain't gonna lie. I know y'all gonna get mad. I'm not taking up for Chrisean, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is a bit weird. That is a bit weird because, like I said, the problem is you knew that you already engaged in fornication with this ninja before I came to your spot. Before whatever happened, before you unfollowed me. Like, what the... You know, it's not really... You feel me? Like...
But what the hell, boy?
That is a bit weird. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a bit weird. If they actually engaged in fornication with each other. Here we go.
Kehlani, like, you used to deal with her? Like, how deep it was? Y'all still talk? Like, what is it? When was y'all stop talking? Like, all that. I asked them all that. I don't know if that offended her, but I stepped off when I asked it. Okay, cool. this weird fan base where it's the internet.
Shout out to KB. KB says she need to grow up. Yeah, bro. She just gotta keep it P, bro. You gotta keep it P. Shout out to the ladies, because women are the new men now. So shout out to the ladies. And you know, when I say that, I'm not saying that in a negative connotation. What I mean is, like, you know, women are the ones having their way now in these streets the way the ninjas used to have their way. Like, women are the ones that can go do whatever they want now, because, like, you know, they've been taught, like, put yourself first and shit like that. So I mean, you know, ninjas be all emotional and shit, crying, get their panties in the wad. You feel me? It's like that now. Yeah, ninja, it's like that now.
You need to leave.
It's like that now. Here we go.
Shows that want to see me dead. I don't know why. I don't really care to find out why. They trolling me about my son. They trolling me about everything I do. So anybody I tag, your comment section, your DMs, you're gonna be overrun with weird stuff, talking about my kid, talking about weird stuff. You know, like, it might make somebody uncomfortable. You feel me?
She right about that. I'll tell you that much. If you guys scroll earlier in the chat, I removed this message. This ninja was telling me how he don't like my show, talking about stick to my day job. And that shit be weird, because it's like, bro, if you don't like me, why are you watching me? That's how I be looking at it. Like, as a man, I'm saying as a man. Now, I understand how, you know, it's just how the dynamics work. But it's like, bro, the fuck? Like, why are you telling me about how you don't like me? Ninja, I don't care, ninja. I don't care. Shout out to Shannon Johnson. She said, no one is illegal on stolen land, coming from a full-blooded native to this land. Shout out to her. You must be part of the indigenous population of America. Shout out to you, Miss Mama. Let's continue.
I'll show you messages, bro. Like, it was an even engagement between me and Kehlani. It wasn't like I was fanned out or she was fanned out. It was more like when we kept getting closer and closer and closer, she was cool enough to tell me she used to deal with Blue. Okay, I didn't know it was going to affect the next situations. I didn't start acting weird. I was in a weird position, though, because Kehlani.
Hold on.
Bro, we're doing reps. She's telling me what to do, how to do it. My phone is ringing. So I'm looking at her, I looked at the phone. I said, hold on, let me take this 1 second. Took it. I stepped off. You know what I did? I asked them politely.
Shout out to Ayana. Ayana said that she's gonna lose the dude the same snake way she tried to get him. I don't know if you mean, are you referring to Blue? You might be referring to Blue. How did she end up with Blueface? I have no clue. I thought he pulled up on her while because they was both like athletes before all this. Like, Blue played football, and she was a track star. So I don't even know how they came to be with each other, to be real. So somebody go put that in the chat. Shout out to the chat.
First of all, he was talking about his house and all this other stuff, like, go get the rest of your things, da-da-da-da. You know, me, I'm like, you cracked Kehlani? Like, you used to deal with her? Like, how deep it was? Y'all still talk? Like, what is it? When would y'all stop talking? Like, all that. I asked him all that. I don't know if that offended her, but I stepped off when I asked it. Okay, cool. That was the last time I seen her. It was when I confronted Blue on the phone. But I stepped off.
Maybe, you feel me. Maybe she felt uncomfortable because she's like, damn, I slept with your baby daddy. That is awkward, bro. And like I said, you know, Chrisean got a track record of fighting people. So maybe Kehlani didn't want to have to get into a fight with people. And shout out to MZ. We're going to call you Misanthrope. I don't know how to pronounce your name, but we're going to call you MZ. Shout out to MZ. MZ says that she keeps talking about this phone call she stepped out to have with Blue. Now, you know she was being loud and yelling like she does. Bars. And that's the problem. So it's like I said, when you do certain stuff on social media, not really social media, but we're going to use social media as the moniker because that's where we see this girl. When you do certain stuff and act a certain way, a picture gets painted. And after the picture gets painted, your name and your namesake may be tainted. I don't mean to rhyme, but I have to say it like that. So yeah, so, you know, we're used to seeing you being low vibrational with other girls and fighting all the time and all this and that. And Kehlani probably thought to herself, this girl might want to fight me because I allowed her you know, the father of her kids to like enter inside of me and engage in fornication, you know?
What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
No way.
So Kehlani thought to herself, like, hey, this might go left real quick. Let's get it.
And then, you know, this the other thing dealing with me, right? I got this weird fan base where it's internet trolls that want to see me dead. I don't know why. I don't really care to find out why.
And look, she not lying about that shit. Look, ninja. I had one ninja, right? No bullshit, guys. I had this one ninja that used to come on my show when I first started doing my little streaming journey or whatever. And this ninja told me, if I'm lying, I'm flying, people. This ninja told me, he said, I look like the ninja that like offed his cousin. I'm sitting here like, first off, I'm sitting here like, what the hell are you talking about? And he telling me, he's like, bro, you look just like the ninja that killed my cousin and this and that. I'm looking at him like,
But what the hell,
like, what am I supposed to do about that? So yeah, I'm here to let you guys know it's a lot of weirdos on the internet. Don't think everybody like all right in their head. It's a lot of weirdo people. They project, you know, they put their own personal insecurities. That's why you got to be mindful. There's some weirdos on the internet. I had a couple of them, bro. You can't even say anything. Ninjas be mad. They be mad. Here we go.
They trolling me about my son. They trolling me about everything I do. So anybody I tag, your comment section, your DMs, you're gonna be overwhelmed with weird stuff, talking about my kid, talking about
you know what I'm saying?
Weird stuff. You know, like it might make somebody uncomfortable.
Oh, and then another thing too, that's why we try to tell y'all, man, you know, I understand how y'all feel about the baby. So I guess the ladies gonna say something. Like I said, gentlemen, shout out to the Adams. Y'all pull up to the front of the club. You feel me? We kind of leave the kids alone. We don't bring kids into it. I understand the mistakes she made with her kids. I try not to bring the kids into it. You feel me? Cause yeah, bro, people don't play about their kids, bro. So you don't want to say something about somebody's kids, they turn around and still off on you. You feel me? So we try not to bring up the kids and shit. Kids is off limits. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how it's gonna continue to be. But yeah, like I said, the whole situation with her child, I don't necessarily know if it's really a situation. You know, I know a lot of women feel strongly about it because they seen how she was acting during her pregnancy. With that being said, like I said, I don't know if they playing a game on the internet, but when it comes to Junior, all I can tell y'all just gotta pray for the little baby, and hopefully, cause you know they got money, so when it's all said and done, I'm assuming when Blueface come out, he probably put that in check if he can, and if he can't, you know, we still gonna see the story. So y'all just gotta wait and see. Here we go.
I'll show you messages, bro. Like it was an even engagement between me and Kehlani. It wasn't like I was fanned out or she was fanned out. It was more like when we kept getting closer and closer and closer, she was cool enough to tell me she used to deal with Blue. Okay, I didn't know it was gonna affect the next situations. I didn't start acting weird. I was in a weird position though, cause like damn, you should.
And y'all answer that poll and hit the like button, please and thank you.
Told me this before I pulled the fuck up. Why? Because I don't hang out with anybody that my BD cracked. Like,
Word.
not like that. Like, the only person that I'll probably have to get over it and
Jaden.
coexist with another female, it's the one that we share the same, you know, kids, siblings.
It would be Jaden, people. It would be Jaden.
So, but it's cool because when she went ghost and all that other stuff, I didn't post about it. I didn't say nothing about it. I didn't unfollow her. I didn't make it weird. Shoot, you feel me? She did it on her end, and that's fine. But now I have to clean up my image by telling everything and letting people in our business. When she could have just, as a woman, came to me as a woman. Why she addressing fans and explaining fans why she unfollowed me? Tell them.
And like I said, shout out to everybody that watch my page and do the social media game. If you do the social media game, I'm here to tell you, not always, but 9 times out of 10, a majority of the time, a large majority of the time, answer your fans first, because your fans are the people that help you be who you are. So you got to kind of address your fans first. It's not about addressing whoever with whatever, you feel me? That's just how the game works. Don't hate the player, hate the game. Let's continue.
The real reason, Kehlani, like I'm not here. I don't know what's the real reason for real. Now I'm guessing. That because we fuck the same nigga, we can't really be friends. Cause it get weird. It do.
It do get weird.
My BD is the type to be like, so you like the same bitch. Influence you to get the removed, but that's the same bitch that rolled my face. He the type to really play that role, pull it.
It ain't playing that role, Ninja. I ain't gonna lie to you, Ninja. I can't really be cool with no Ninja. I mean, I can now that I'm older, but I'm saying you're not finna see me. You're not finna see me turn around and be in somebody's face, like another Ninja face, when we done slept with the same girl. If I still talk to the same girl, kind of thing. You feel me? Does that make sense? Shout out to Nana. Nana said, why did Kehlani make a public statement? I feel like she made a public statement for her fans, because her fans is probably wondering what's going on, why she did that, because it was such a sudden move. And like I said, because they want to see what's going on. That's just how it comes down to, your fans always have questions. That's why when y'all see the interviews and shit, a lot of times they answering questions for their fans. Like even when this girl come on, when Chrisean Rock come on, she not really coming on for the haters. The haters are going to be there. She's talking to her fans that like, whatever she be talking about and shit. You feel me? But yeah, that's why I think Kehlani made it public. Here we go.
To some circus that she don't want to be in, and I get it. You feel me? Like, I get it. But y'all not gonna be sitting on the internet acting like I'm a bad person, bro. That's weird. So that's cool. I already found workout partners that's positive, good energy.
All right, little mama, stop crying. Damn. All right, man, that's it for the morning show. Excuse me, that's it for the morning show. Y'all hit the like button, man. Follow your boy for more. Turn on your notifications. We stream usually the morning and evening. I may switch to just the evening depending on how things go, because I have other things I have to focus on, which is my music and stuff. Y'all follow me on my platforms. I appreciate everybody who watched the show. Shout out to Tata. Tata said, I don't understand if this girl Chrisean always says she's done with Blue. It's crazy why I care. Because she not done with Blue. I'm here to tell you. She not done with Blue. That's the real thing. That's the real reason why she could never be done with Blue, at least until her kids are 18 years of age, because, that's the father of her kids. So they always going to be in each other's lives. So, like I said, another thing too, be careful who you have kids with, people. Shout out to KB. Everybody put a W in the chat. I appreciate y'all watching. We're going to keep you guys updated. I'll be back in here later at like 6 to 6:30. Shout out to MZ. I appreciate the subscription. Shout out to everybody subscribing to me, man. I appreciate all of y'all. Ladies, stay safe out here in these streets. Gentlemen, you as well. Y'all take care. It's your boy BA, man. Deuces. Yes, sir.